Spit Bucket Podcast. Brand new era with the perfect guest right after this. This life is a fight. What are you focused on? There will be doubt. Pain, it's inevitable. But when that bell rings, will you be ready? What's up, Bucketheads? Welcome back to the Spit Bucket Podcast, episode 101. That's exciting. I'm excited, man. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little anxious. It's more anxious than nervousness. This is, as some of y'all might know, my first official live stream as a solo host without my boy, IOTBA. If you've been following along, you know the Spit Bucket Podcast is entering a brand new era. Still talking about boxing. That's not going anywhere. That's in my DNA. I probably pissed my daddy off if I stopped talking about boxing. Start looking up the adoption letters. No, that's not going away. But the thing that's going to be different, we're diving deeper. We're having real conversations about things that matter inside and outside the ring, like fatherhood, marriage, mindset, mental health, all of that stuff that you normally don't hear about in boxing. We're gonna have real talks with real people, and we're gonna talk about those fights, but the fights that don't always happen under the lights, the fights that you go through, I go through, all of us. And when we talk about it, y'all, we can help each other. With all that said, guys, tonight's guest could not be a better fit for this mission. Um, Dude's a two-time world champion. He's seen adversity that most of us, won't understand. Um, just a real gem inside and outside the ring, man. And I mean that from the heart. Perfect host. I mean, a perfect guest for what we're doing. So I could not be more proud to welcome to the stage, and you guys help me welcome along Mr. Regis Prograis. What's up, big dog?
What's up, bro? How you doing, bro?
Good. Sorry about that long ass intro, bro. I just had to get some things off my chest. It's day one, but no, man. First off, I want to say it's an honor having you on the Spit Bucket Podcast, bro.
Thank you, brother.
I've been a big fan of Regis Prograis. I'm a fan of a lot of the fighters, all these fighters, but sometimes you got to draw that line because what goes on outside the ring, sometimes isn't something you're proud of. But with you, dog, I've been a fan for a long time. I mean, every time you jump on your social media doing something with the community and something like that, you've seen the adversity that a lot of us haven't. So thank you for being here.
No problem, brother. No problem.
Are you in Dallas yet?
Not yet, not yet. I leave today Wednesday. I leave on Friday.
You leave on Friday. All right, bro. So
Yes.
obviously there's the big Virgil Ortiz fight in town, but
Mm-hmm.
something even cooler that Regis is working on that we're going to talk a lot about tonight. His book, Stories and Lessons from Regis Prograis, has been released, and that's what he's coming to Dallas for. Talk a little bit about the book, bro. We're excited to have you in Dallas for the book signing.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, we came up with this book. I mean, my friend, one of my good friends, Ross, bro, childhood friend. We actually went to elementary school together, and he was like, man, he was already an author before me, and he wrote some books, and I'm a big reader, and I read his books, and it was real good. So he was like, man, let's do one about you, and I think this was like 2000, maybe like 17, 18. He was like, man, let's do one. And I was like, all right, let's do it. That's cool. And I think we just released it. We probably released it about a year and a half ago, maybe something like that. But yeah, I'm just trying to, the main thing, bro, I'm trying to get the story out there. And it's not, I think my story is just like you said about like a lot of adversity, just like stories and lessons. That's exactly what it is. Stories and lessons for me, all the things, I kind of been through adversity and like what I want to tell people. I'm older now. And like when you want to tell people, it's like, bro, like don't let things a setback kind of like an obstacle kind of put you back. It's just an obstacle, bro. When you get over things, you kind of come out of that stuff strong, and that's kind of what been kind of going on with my life, bro. Like every time I got pushed back, I went a step back or two steps back, and I went 10 steps forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's kind of what this book is about, and it's not just everybody think it's probably just a boxing book. It's definitely not just a boxing book, bro. It don't start getting to boxing until I don't know what chapter, but it was like things about, and of course I've been through Hurricane Katrina and all that type of stuff, telling that
Yeah.
story and all the adversity I've been through with that, and like family issues and personal life. So it's a lot, and yeah, bro, that's kind of what it's about.
That's super dope, bro. And like I said, it couldn't be perfect time, more perfect timing. I just want to touch a little bit real quick. Regis is going to be at Maple Avenue Boxing Gym in Dallas,
Mhm.
Texas. Shout out to Coach Grady Banks out at Maple. They're doing big things, but Regis will be out there. It's Saturday now, right, Regis?
It's
Y'all moved
that
it
we
late.
changed it. We changed it instead of Friday until Saturday because of the weigh-in. I do want to go to the weigh-in, so we could do it. We could do it on Saturday from 11 to 1.
Dope, dope, dope. And then we'll make announcements, stuff like that on social media.
So,
Uh, man, let's just jump right into this, bro. Because like you said, the book isn't all about boxing. Look, dog, like we can talk about the last fight and the next fight and all that, and we'll get into a little bit of that here.
Mhm.
But again, my mission here is to let's talk about the real fights, dog. And I want to start with why why the hell we're here. Look, I'll always say this to the people who give a damn and listen. 2019 was the hardest year of my life. At that time, it was the worst year of my life. It was hell. But
Right,
because of that year, I'm here. It's a blessing now. So same thing with you. Obviously, Hurricane Katrina wrecked your life, dog. But you could arguably say you wouldn't be right here as a two-time world champ because of it. Talk
right,
a little bit about how you felt about Katrina at the time, like your
right.
future, all of that. What was going on through Regis Prograis' mind, bro?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not even arguably. It's no doubt in my mind, bro. I would not be where I'm at
Hmm.
if it wasn't for Katrina, bro. Like the thing is, New Orleans, and I love New Orleans. New Orleans is home, but New Orleans is a party city, and I say this for the record, bro. I mean, we can put this on record. I don't think that it might be sounding bad, but I don't think that none of the sports teams going to win a championship. I don't think the Pelicans gonna win. I don't think the Saints gonna win. They not gonna get to and it sounds bad, and
I feel
and look, it's because this, bro. It's New Orleans is a party city. It's a culture. It's like the vibe you get. The same thing when you get to a different city, you feel that vibe in the air. That's how New Orleans is, bro. It's a party city. The Saints won in 2006. They won the Super Bowl in 2006 because New Orleans hit the Katrina hit in
yeah.
2005. So
Mhm.
it was nobody there. So all they had to do is train. But now New Orleans is back and running. It's popping again, bro. Like nobody, you can't. It's just like it's so hard to concentrate, bro. Like, and that's why for me, that's why I moved because of Katrina, but I stayed because of boxing because I knew I can't. I know I can't focus, bro. Still, even right now, like when I go out there, it feels so. They call it the Big Easy for a reason, bro. Like everybody live easy out there. It's just so fun. It's just like you just want to chill. Like me, I just like when I'm out there, dawg, I be sitting on a porch chilling. I might try to go train or whatever, but then I go by my people house, my partners, go eating and stuff like that, and just like you chilling all day long. So it's really you're really not accomplishing too much. So I know without a doubt, bro, like I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for Trina.
That's
But yeah, but like back then, yeah, it was tough to go through it. I was 16 when the storm hit. So
mhm.
I just started my 11th grade year in high school, and yeah, it was just like, man, well, we didn't know it was like kind of vacation. We was like at first we was happy about it. It was like, man, we gone.
Yeah.
We was out of school and stuff like that. And then what kind of did it for me, and I knew I was never coming home, and it's never gonna be the same. They had at the time you can type in your zip code on the computer, and you can see what your area looked like. Bro, we typed in my zip code was 70126. We typed in that zip code, and it was look like a lake. It literally looked like a lake with houses
Damn,
sticking out the
dog.
water. It was water, everything. It looked like houses, just you see the roofs, and I was like, damn, bro, it'll never be the same. We'll never go home. And that's kind of when it hit me, like, damn, like, that's it. We our life as we knew it is over. Not like that, but that life is over. Now we have to really start another life. And it was I think it was definitely way harder on my the older people, like my mama. When we first
Yeah.
got to my house, she cried, like, and it shows like the power of water, bro. Like the like God and the power of water is so strong to us. Like, bro, like we went in there and the house was everything was different places. Like we
Mm.
went to the night walk, and bro, they had a house that was on the other side. Like they had a house. The water
Damn,
picked the
dog.
house up and moved the house like down the street, like a whole house. They had boats on top of cars, cars on top of boats, cars way down the street. Everything was just, and even in our house, bro, everything was just like all over the place. It's like, damn, you could see all it floating. We had like 6 to 8 feet of water in our house, and I was like, damn, it was crazy. But like at first, like we had fun because I went to 5 different high schools. I traveled around a lot. It was kind of, I was the new guy in school, so all the girls, of course, they liked me and stuff. But then, when we had to just go out, we had to go back a lot, man. I remember I was like 17, bro, 16, 17. We was driving to New Orleans every weekend. Like literally, my
Mm.
mom would make me drive every weekend, bro. Friday when we get out of school, we would drive to New Orleans. Sunday night we drive back, have to be in school for Monday morning. So we did that for months, bro. Cause I had to gut my house. I had to gut my house out and my grandmother's house out. And gutting the house just means you just take everything out. You take everything out the house, and then you try to knock some walls down and stuff. So I was doing that, bro. Like I said, I was young doing that, but it grew me into who I am right now. And I know, it's no doubt in my mind, bro. I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for Hurricane Katrina.
Bro, that's real, dog. And it's like I always try to tell my homies or anybody that's going through it, like just see it through. Like there's another side of this. And at the
Right,
time, can't nobody tell you nothing. All you see is misery, misery. I'm depressed. Or in your case, a lot. In your case, your shit was literally gone, and you
right,
gotta
right,
you
right.
gotta restart. You have to pivot, and that's what I'm saying. How often, Regis, do you think about what you went through? Like, does that shit still fuel you today? Because I know I still think, like, sometimes I'm going through it, and then I'm like, "Hey, you've been through this, though, dog." Do you
Right.
still use that at all as a grown man now?
Not Katrina, no, not Katrina
No.
stuff, because it was like over 20 years. Now it's 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So I don't use that, but I use different things for fuel now. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand, bro. Like everything is really. I think people don't understand it until they kind of go through it themselves. Like really, when you go through stuff, bro, and you come out so much stronger. And I saw Kevin Gates. He was saying, he was like, man, at first I was like, damn, bro, like why, why me? And then he was like, man, give it to me. Like give me the heartache, give me all that stuff, and it
Mm,
make me stronger. And that's the same thing with me, bro. Like, give me the heartache. It's cool. Like, I'm gonna come out stronger. And every time, bro, that's kind of what been happening for me, bro. Like, I would go through something, and I come out way, you know what I'm saying? I just come out way better, way stronger. So it's like, man, I know every people don't they say they don't want they don't want those obstacles and they don't want those setbacks in life, but they it kind of make you, bro, and make you who you are,
facts,
make you
bro.
stronger. So for me, give them to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I pray to God. I don't I think I said this. I saw like a quote or something like that. It was like, don't pray for easy life, pray to get through it, pray the
Fact.
strength to get through it stronger. And that's kind of how I am, bro. Like, man, give it to me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I saw, man, it was like a group of men, like a group of billionaires or something like that, and none of the people could get in this group unless they've been through all kinds of stuff
Hmm.
like divorce and bankruptcy, and sometimes children, like a death of a child, like that make you so much stronger. It's hard, of course, nobody wants that to happen, but when you come out that, bro, and you go through those things, it does make you way stronger. So for me, like I embrace it, bro. Like I've been, I even personal stuff right now. I've been going through things lately. Me and my wife and stuff, we've been going through things, but like I'm developing, like I'm getting just way strong. Right now, I'm just getting so much strong from it. So like I said, I embrace that stuff, bro.
That's what's up. And bro, we never arrive, bro. You ain't that like there's never a okay, now I know everything. Like I promise you, you say you and your old lady going through something right now. I
Right.
promise you still learning and you still
Of course.
building. And that's the crazy thing, bro. Is like we get to this autopilot mode where all right, well, we're steadily getting older and things keep changing. And you try to autopilot, and then all of a sudden you're having problems with your wife, you're probably having a problem with your kids, you have a problem with your job, and you gotta stay in it. Just like the gym, bro. Like you have to stay in it. And the moment you take your foot off any of it, it becomes an issue, man. And salute to you for kind of opening up and talking about that.
Mhm.
Um, when you talk about welcoming the adversity and that sort of deal, bro, like like it, what type of adversity, I guess, for the youngsters coming up, like it ain't just like bills and stuff, right? Like let's,
Nah.
I mean, like, because bro, when we hear when regular folks hear world champs say, "Man, I'm going through it," they say, "Oh, well, you're famous and you're a world champ."
That shit don't mean nothing, bro. People,
Thank you.
I
Yeah, let's
I
talk
saw
about
I saw
that.
somebody say on my thing, they was like, bro, you got everything, but I promise, bro, it don't really mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like even you go through. Matter of fact, when you got everything, you go through worse stuff. To be
Yeah.
honest, like I went through, like I've been on both sides of the ball, bro. I've been on both sides, so I've been poor and I've been rich. So you know what I'm saying? And honestly, to be honest, it's better to be rich. Don't get me wrong. It's better.
I was gonna
It
say,
is. I'm gonna tell you
let's
that
hear
it is
it.
better, but you do have more problems. Like when you broke and you got no money, it's way easier. Like it's that they say more money with problems. That's so true, bro. People don't realize it really is true. Like more money, if you can handle. That's why. That's for me. That's why I feel like God don't bless everybody with money because they can't handle those problems. You,
Hmm.
it's only certain people that can handle those problems, and I guess like certain blessed people could handle money and handle those problems. But like most people can't handle. Everybody say, "I wish I had this. I wish I had that." But it's like, bro, sometimes really you do really have to be careful. You be careful what you wish for. That's kind of how it is, bro. But yeah, bro. Like I've been on both sides, and believe me, like I had different type of problems when I have no money, and it was way easier. Way, I mean, like it's not even close. It was way easier, but. I rather do have money. I rather do be rich, but it's way more problems, you know. So like people think, oh, you got everything, but like, man, that's I'm telling you, bro, it's not. You still got you gonna have worse problems. That's the thing, and that's exactly what I said. Like I feel like God blesses certain people with it because certain people can handle it and certain people can't, and that's just
Facts, dog. And
right.
that's and when you say God blesses some with it and some without it, that's a blessing that they're not getting it. Because if they do get it,
Yes.
it will ruin even more
It
shit. So
will
that's
run.
the
That the
blessing.
thing is, bro. Sometimes God takes everything away from you and blesses you, and sometimes the
Hmm.
devil gives you everything and curses you. People don't realize that, bro. You'll get everything you want, and that's a curse. But then you don't have nothing, and that's a blessing. A lot of people don't realize that because you don't. Of course, most people didn't live on the other side. Like for me, I lived on both. I did live
Hmm.
on both sides, and I know how it does feel and stuff. But it's way, bro, way more. I had some people text me the other day. I wonder what it looked like to have $1 million in my account and stuff like that. Like it's
The same with more zeros and headaches.
it's
Uh,
way more headaches. I mean, way more headaches, bro. Way more headaches.
I wanna touch on things, a couple things before we get to you landing in Houston, dog. And then don't worry, I'm not gonna break down every second of your life. I'm gonna fast forward, what changed in Houston. But a couple of things that I wasn't gonna bring up when I first realized I was gonna have an interview with you. But the more I talk to your boy, to Ross,
Hmm.
he's a real one, bro. Like,
Right,
we just connected 7, 8 days ago,
right,
and
right,
we've
right,
had some real conversations. So where I'm going with this is you talk about New Orleans being a tough place, a party city. If you don't got
right,
your head on right, things can get bad quick. I forget
right.
which fight it was. Your homecoming fight. You even said this shit's difficult coming back home.
Terrible, terrible.
Touch on that real quick before I talk about the friendship thing. Talk about
Oh
coming
man,
back.
yeah, that was terrible, bro. My first fight in my first big fight. I mean, I fought that before when I was smaller or
Mm.
whatever. But my first big fight in the was I fought on. It was I was think I was ranked number one in the world at the time. It was a top rank. Top rank did a show for me. They let me get my own show, everything out there. I fought at the Lakefront Arena, and man,
That's
like
right.
it was so crazy, bro. Like, of course, you fight at home. Everybody, they expected something big out of me. Tickets is crazy. You got everybody coming to you, like people you haven't seen and talk for years, bro. They come out the blue. They want tickets and stuff like
Yep.
that. Oh, it was just man. It was mayhem, bro. It was just like nuts. And I remember vividly, bro. Like, so, I was walking through the tunnel. I put my mask on, and how Top Rank does, they always show the big fights before the main event come out. They'll show all the big fights, the greatest fights and stuff. And I remember I was standing behind the curtain. They opened the curtain up. I was looking, and I was just looking at the Megatron, and it was playing all the fights, and I was just looking like, damn, mesmerized. All you Marvin Hagler, Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Pacquiao, all these people was playing, and then I was mesmerized by that. And then when the screen cut off, it was all dark, and then the arena lit up, bam, and all the you see all the cell phones, all the cameras was just on me, and they hit me like, damn,
Damn,
all the
dog.
people here to see me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, bro, everybody here to see me. But I wasn't mentally ready for that because usually when I'm looking at the Megatron, I'm as a fan. I'm looking at it like I'm looking, and it's like I'm ready to see a fight. But when that went off, the Megatron went off and the lights, it was dark. They keep it dark for a few seconds just to get the atmosphere right. And then I saw all the lights on the cameras, and boom, it lit up, and everything was on me. All the cameras right on me, and I was like, damn. I'm the one fighting. I wish I was like, I wanted to be watching the fight that night, and I was the one fighting. So, man, I was so nervous walking to the ring. And I remember like so the first round the dude hit me and he kind of woke me up. I think it was Velasco. He hit me, he woke me up. I
That's
was
right.
like, shit, like, all right. I'm glad that it wasn't a tougher opponent because I probably would have that night I ain't
Mhm.
gonna say I would have lost because I was on fire, but still then I started breaking him down. I think I dropped him like 3 times, hit him to the body, but it wasn't the best performance. He hit me a few times. I remember like Crawford came to the fight, and at that time I was calling Crawford out, but he was leaving 140 at the time. And he was like, "Man, don't let that dude hit you." And I remember after the fight, he came in the dressing room. He was like, "Man, I had some stuff on my face." He was like, "Man, why you let him hit you?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. I like to get. Sometimes I like to get hit. It kind of woke me up." But yeah, it was just like, man, it was mayhem, bro. Like, and then some stuff happened after the fight. My mama had to go to the hospital, the emergency room. She drunk too much. And she passed out after the fight, and it was like, damn, bro. So I really didn't even enjoy it, bro. Like I didn't enjoy none of my victory. I went to the right after the fight, I went to the hospital to be with my mama,
Damn.
and then yeah, and then like I had an after party. I showed up to my after party like way later, so it was like man, it was all kinds of stuff. I had my cousin got some stuff stealing. It was just all kinds of stuff, bro. So it was like man, man fighting at home is insane, bro.
Damn, dog. I thought it
It's
was
crazy.
just you had the butterflies, but damn, there's a whole thing. No, and I could see it, dog. I mean, shit, going back for a reunion or whatever, you get them butterflies in your stomach, like when I know my homies are gonna be watching in on a episode like tonight, I was like, we got Regis on. When I know people are gonna be watching, it makes you nervous. So I can't even begin to imagine, dog,
Right.
what that would be like in your own backyard.
Yeah.
Um, where I was going with that, and it's because I want to give Ross a shout out,
Mm.
um, because I think friendships like that are important, bro. He told me y'all were homies since first grade, I think,
Yeah, I
and
knew Ross
it's
since a long time. Yeah,
yeah, man.
his dad was the basketball coach. We played on the same team together.
That's what's up, bro. And I just want to again, I just want to touch on how important it is to have a friend that's gonna call you out when shit goes good and bad, and is gonna be there through the good times and bad times, especially in an environment like what New Orleans is.
Right, I need it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I need it because the thing is I'm real hard headed, and people gotta know how to talk to me. Some of my friends, Ross is a person he does know how to talk to me. He be like, "Oh, you tripping" or stuff like that. Cause like like I said, I'm real hard headed. I don't like to listen to people. So if you tell me the wrong way, I know I might be wrong, but I'm still not gonna listen just because that's me. I'm a hard headed motherfucker. I just know how I am. You know what I'm saying? So, but somebody like him, they learn how to talk to me more, and it's good that I have him around, and he'll tell me certain things because sometimes, bro, like when you at the top, bro, a lot of people just don't want to tell you nothing. They just kind of
Mhm.
kiss ass, but I don't want that, bro. I don't want nobody around me like that. You tell me, what I need to do and what I don't need to be doing, like, and
Yeah.
and sometimes, yeah, and sometimes you feel like your shit don't stink and you just do all kinds of stuff, so you need people to kind of bring you back down to earth and tell you, what's kind of right and wrong. And he is one of the people that can, kind of tell me. And like sometimes like we don't I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the world, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the best advice. So I do need to listen to people that have good advice, and they can tell me, certain things about what they feel is the good thing, what they feel is the good move. Cause sometimes bro, I don't know myself. Like
Hell
for
yeah, bro.
example, Ross was telling me, like now I do training. I was training in Houston for so long, and I stayed in Houston because of boxing. But I train in Vegas now, and then the first time Ross went to Vegas, he kind of, he was like checking everything out, feeling everything out. My other partners went there, and he was like, "Bro, this the move. I'm telling you, bro, this the move." And yeah, I didn't know if I should, for me, stay in Houston and train with my old trainers, or should I go to Vegas? And you're like, "Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like this the move." And really, it is. It's the move now. Like I said, I've been in Houston for shit since Hurricane Katrina. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We talk about coming up on 20 years now. So it's like I need to expand. I need to, go do something else. And that's kind of what I do. That's why, and I need people to tell me if it's right or wrong. And I felt like it was the right move, and he kind of confirmed it.
That's what's up, man. That's cool shit. I do want to touch a little bit on here, what's coming next and stuff, but I want to take it back to Houston, to Savannah Boxing Gym,
Right.
and where you landed, and obviously, I don't know that when you were in New Orleans, you were ever anticipating being a two-time world champion. But what happened when you get to Houston, bro, and your whole course of your future changes? Talk a little bit about Mr. and Mrs. Savannah, the folks at Savannah Boxing Gym, and how that impacted your life.
Man, I always I thank them so much, bro. The thing is, just on Saturday I was over at Savannah's gym. You know, she had something to do, and every time Miss Savannah called me, bro, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Me and Juan
Hmm.
Diaz, we was there showing the belts. I was doing some auction of the books and stuff like that. But bro, like when I went to that gym, it was like nothing I kind of never seen before. You know, it was just like, man, like you around. The thing is, like, it's one thing to see these people on TV, but man, when you can feel and touch these people, it's crazy. So I'm around literally greatness, bro. Holyfield was the biggest name that kind of was in the. De La Hoya would come in there. Some De La Hoya came in there a few times. Shane Mosley was trained there. I sparred with Shane Juice. Like we cool now, but at the time
Yeah,
I sparred with Shane Mosley Jr. Irislan De Lara was training there. Rigondeaux was trained there. Like I said, Holyfield was the biggest one. Juan Diaz was a unified champion at the time, and me and like the Charlo twins, we all kind of came up together. Like we was, I used to, I'm a year older than them, so I had a car before them, so I used to take them to the gym and stuff. You know, matter of fact, once a
damn,
few times, me and Mel caught the bus to the gym. You know, like when Maul
damn, that's
started
tight.
working, me and Mel started catching the bus, and it was just so many. It was so many good, like so many good, real good, and even great people in that gym, bro. People and as a fighters. And so, like, bro, that really does something, bro. You around it, you like, man, I could do this too. Like when you're not around it, you don't know, like, damn, maybe I could, maybe I can't. And I was coming from New Orleans, and I was raw. I was just a raw fighter, and that's all I
Hmm.
was. But coming from that, like, damn, bro, it's just like, man, one day I keep telling people, bro, one day they gotta make a movie about that gym, Mr. Savannah, his life, because
Hmm.
man, all that stuff, all those champions that came in that gym was just it was crazy, bro. And like they welcome me, you know. They never, I don't think when I was amateur, Savannah never charged me for gym dues ever. You know, it wasn't until I turned pro. You know, he started. Then we kind of left went to
Damn.
gyms, but Savannah never charged me, bro. I was like one of the, you know, he liked it. I was from New Orleans and didn't really have too much, and I just went and trained every day. That was my main thing. It was always about being consistent, bro. But for me, bro, I always thank them. And like I said, Miss Savannah, she can call me for anything. Like she called me, and I'm not, you know, I'll never charge Miss Savannah for nothing. Like whatever, I'm there all the time.
No, that's what's up, bro. And it always like it takes in boxing more than any other sport, because like in football, baseball, you got your route, right? You go to middle school, then high school, then college, and you do your stuff. In boxing, it requires so much luck on your way out or on
Yeah,
your way up. It
right.
requires somebody like a Coach Savannah, Mr. and Miss Savannah, to give you that break without having to charge you, because there's no like blueprint. You have to go and make your own way as a boxer, man. And it takes people like that who truly love the kids and the community and that. So salute to them, man. Um, I, obviously you become champ. You have a great career. As I
Mm,
was getting ready for this interview, bro, I was just kind of reading up and just kind of taking down notes. I noticed a couple things, and I hope you're okay with me talking about them. You're a pretty honest and transparent person, but I noticed two things happen in 2020.
mm,
Coach Savannah passed away, and then your grandfather passed away
right.
damn near the anniversary, right, of Katrina.
Yeah.
Um, Bro, I'm not. I don't believe in coincidences one bit. I don't. I
Yeah.
think everything, including death, and has a reason and a purpose. It seemed like in 2020, Regis had arrived. Now, do you think about that coincidence? It was 15 years after Katrina. Mr. Savannah and my grandfather passed away the same year. What were you in 2020? Was there any type of transition where maybe it was like, okay, my mentors, my grandfather, my coach, they're not here anymore, but I'm healthy enough to take this and run with it? What was 2020 like for you, dog?
I mean, obviously it was tough, you know, Savannah dying, my grandpa dying. But, you know, sometimes like when they say somebody dies, somebody is born. So the thing is, my daughter was born, like
Yep.
right.
Yep.
My little one, now she crazy. She 5 now. She just turned 5. But you know, my little
Congrats,
one,
bro.
yeah, my little one was born, and it's like, you know, it's just like a start of something different. You know, but I wish my grandpa would have been here. But the thing is, my grandpa had a good life, bro. He was 93 when he died. You know what I'm saying? So, and my
Salute.
grandma's still living. And the thing is, you know, I know we get off subject, but like my grandma and grandma, my grandpa and grandpa, my grandma and grandpa, they was like, there was one, bro. I swear, I never seen that in my life. Like, I never seen two people be one. And that's how it was. So it's really, honestly, it's really like my grandpa still living because my grandma's still here. So it's
Damn,
really
bro.
like, I'm talking about, bro, like they will go everywhere to get, like my grandpa could be in the house. and he go to the bathroom, my grandma's going with him. Like to the bathroom, like she won't go inside the bathroom, but she'll wait outside the door. Same thing anywhere, bro. They was literally together like this all the time. My grandma, she never drove, so my grandpa had to bring her and all her friends together. It was like, damn, like you doing this, and like, but they was one, bro. Still, so it's still like, damn, like my grandpa's still damn near here, And as far as Savannah, bro, it's like at that funeral, I remember Miss Savannah crying so much, bro. She was like, "Oh, I never saw that Miss Savannah so calm and collective all the time." So just to see that from her, you saw the pain, from her, and just all of us kind of met back up. It was good because everybody met back up. Everybody came through the gym for years and years and years, and everybody was there to show love. So I kind of, I kind of like that, bro. I kind of mess with that, but but at the same time, my little one was, my little one was born at the same, like she was born a few months later, if I'm
Dang.
not mistaken. Yeah, my little one, and it's just yeah. But my two bigger ones, the big one, he, my son, he remembers my grandpa, but the middle one a little bit, but the little one, he died before she was here. But yeah, bro, it's crazy, but yeah, that's how things happen. But like both of them still live good, long lives.
No, no doubt. No
My
doubt.
grandpa did, Savannah did.
That's tight, man, and it sounds like they had their impact on you, bro, and that's what that's what this thing's all about, bro. Leaving legacy, learning from the folks before us, and passing it on. Um, I know, we're a little short on time. Just a couple little things I
Go
want to
ahead, bro. You
cover.
good?
Just
Go ahead.
yeah, good,
You
good.
good?
Just
You
like
good? Go ahead.
some mindset things that folks don't really think about when we're talking about boxers, right? Could you become world champ, and it's like people expect you just to be on your A game every single damn fight, you know? They say it's one thing to become a champ; it's another thing to defend your belt.
Right. It is.
When you're yeah, what I'm going to here is motivation. Obviously, when you're an up and comer, motivation is the dollar, it's the money, right? When Regis Prograis made his check, but he wants to continue to leave a boxing legacy, how difficult is that? Once you're not chasing the money per se, yeah, you still want more money. Don't get me wrong, but you're good. How does that affect you, dog? How do you still get up in the morning? How difficult is that?
For me, bro, I just love it. I really love the sport, bro. That's the main thing. I really love the sport. It is for me. It's about legacy, bro. Like I can retire comfortably right now. I don't have to do nothing for the rest of my life, bro. I invested the right thing. Bank account looking good, so I'm not really worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Now it really is. It's like it's about my legacy and kind of like it's like I still everybody body. We only gonna have this body for so long. Well, we gonna have this body forever, right? We gonna have our bodies forever, but it's only gonna stay young for and do these things for so long. I still have a Ferrari, so it's like why would I put a Ferrari in the garage right now? People like, man, should I retire and stuff? Like, bro, no, I don't even see my face. I'm spoiled today.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
seen
I'm
that
saying?
this morning.
I got a little something. I just love I love the work. I love the train because I still can. That's the thing, bro. Like I said, now I train in Vegas. And man, I'm training with these dudes. Shit, they starting at like 18, 19, 20, all the way to like old is like 28 or something. I'm 36. I'm about to be 37, but I can still do all the stuff they do. And matter of fact, not just do it, I can beat these dudes. We on the track running, I'm beating them. You know what I'm saying? We swimming, I'm winning. I'm still have that same mindset. So it's like I just love. I feel like, bro, I love the sport now. Like that's the not now. I've been loving the sport. That's kind of why I came up and stuff because I really just love boxing. I just finished watching. I sent the DM to De La Hoya. I just finished watching De La Hoya versus um Pernell Whitaker, and I watched that fight many times. But I just sent. I can talk to De La Hoya now, so I just sent it to him or whatever. But yeah, bro, like for me, I just love. I love the sport. I love boxing, and I am at like retirement age, but I just can't think about it because I still just love it. Like I got this body that can do so many amazing things. And I know one day the body it will break
Yeah.
down. Everybody gets older. One day it's not gonna be able to do the same thing, but it's not right now. Right now I can still do all the same stuff. Now when I can't, it'll be a different story. But right now, bro, like I can literally everything somebody doing. I'm doing all the stuff. We man, and like I said in Vegas, bro, we train so hard, bro. Like man, they train so damn
Yeah,
hard in
dog.
Vegas, and I'm taking it. I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I still got so much motivation, and I do feel like my post fight, my not post fight, my post Yeah, my post fighting career will be great. I can do so many different things, but right now I still want to be an athlete. Like since I was young, I wanted to be an athlete. I'm not gonna lie. Since I was a kid, I was like, bro, I want to be an athlete. And at first it was like basketball and football, but you know, until I discovered fighting, I was like, bro, I want to be. I love that. I would want to be an athlete. So I couldn't. I can't even fathom not being an athlete right now with my life. You know, and something my dad told me today. He was like, bro, like you gotta realize, like my little one, she's 5. And so one day, you know, like say
Yeah.
like 3, 4 years from now, she was like, yeah, they gonna ask her what your dad do. She was like, I think he was some type of athlete. He was something, you know, back in the day. Cause she not
Yeah.
gonna remember, bro. That's what I'm saying. She don't even know, you know, like even right now, like I with my eye and stuff like that. She's like, what happened? She keep asking. I'm like sparring today. You know, she don't know. She's 5. She just made 5. You know, so yeah, bro. It's the for me, it's the motivator. I love the sport.
That's what's up, man. It sounds like then, because like you said, you're at that age where people are gonna be constantly asking you, when you're hanging them up and stuff. Bro, you
Right,
look, I mean, that JoJo Diaz fight was a great fight. It was back
right.
and forth. You took some big shots. You gave some big shots. You made it through adversity. So it
Yeah,
sounds like you still feel you can, if legacy is your thing. Look, you're New Orleans ain't never had a two-time
never
two
had it. Yeah,
yeah, and I don't 140 ain't never had a three-time
never,
champ. So you have an
never.
opportunity right now to make history,
Right.
and your name be in the history books. That's plenty of motivation. Maybe not for
Yeah,
everybody,
that's
but is
motivation
that
for
what you're
me, bro.
chasing? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
that's what I'm
chasing?
chasing, bro. Yeah, be a 3 time champion. That's the main thing I'm facing right now. Like they, you know, that's what you were saying earlier. Like to um it's one thing to get the belt and it's another thing to keep it. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm always hungry when I don't have the belt. When I got it, it's like, I got it. You know, I did it twice. I like whatever. I got it. I'm the champion. So it mentally, mentally for me, it's like I'm already a champion. I'm number 1 in the world. I'm already a champion. Like I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? Like I still train, but it wasn't like that. But like when I don't have it, I get so much hungry. You know, like Ray Robinson was doing it. I think he was like a 6 time champion or something. Like he kept winning, losing, and then he'll go knock the dudes that beat him, he'll knock him out or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, bro. I just for me, yeah, that's the motivation right now, bro. Like be a 3 time champion. I'll be the only one in history that ever did it.
Yeah, that's bro. That's plenty for your kid. Like you said, your 5 year old ain't gonna know what the hell you did, but you know what you do have the opportunity of doing, showing
Right.
her in the history books when she's old enough to understand, and that's
Exactly.
plenty of motivation. When the
Right.
checkbook already looks good, that's the type of shit you need.
Yeah.
Um, I want to ask you that though, because you telling me how when you become champ, you kind of put the foot off the gas a little bit. I heard you on Haymaker TV. Shout out to my boy Aztec, and you mentioned that you underestimate folks a lot. And I
Yeah. For
appreciate your
sure.
honesty, bro, because people get on here and they full of shit. They give all the answers they're
Yeah.
supposed to give,
Right.
and
Right. Right.
I heard you say you underestimate them. Do you feel like maybe your career, like you already have a great career, two-time champ.
Uh-huh.
That's 99% of humans won't be able to say that. But do
Right.
you feel like that quality maybe affected any of your performances, underestimating opponents?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I like for me, I always train like to dominate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna walk through them. You know, like I thought I was gonna, man, I thought I was gonna walk through Georgia. I'm not gonna lie, but then right, I think right when we got to Chicago, I'm like, I had a different feeling. Cause at first I was like, man, I'm smoking Georgia. I know I'm gonna knock Georgia. As soon as I hit him, I'm gonna smoke him. I'm like, I'm gonna whoop him bad. Same thing with Devin. I'm like, oh man, as soon as I hit Devin, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm not. I didn't underestimate Josh Taylor. I knew he was. I knew how good he was at the time. Catterall for sure. I was like, oh, I'm gonna whoop him. That's gonna be easy. I'm like, oh man, that's gonna be an easy fight. The only thing I was worried about with him was about being in the UK and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
man, I'm gonna whoop them, bro. It's not gonna, but I do have that in me to where like, cause I train hard, bro, and I feel like yeah, I do. I kind of, and my dad used to tell me, man, don't underestimate nobody, but I just naturally just have that. So I think now though, I'm not gonna do it now, but it's like you gotta have in boxing, bro. You gotta have that confidence. That's the thing. So I guess I don't know if I maybe underestimate or just have a lot of confidence in myself.
Yeah.
So I do. I just got it because you don't want to. If your confidence is low, then shit, you gonna lose. Or you gonna lose before you get in the ring. So you kind of gotta have good confidence, but you got kind of gotta be prepared. So that was the same thing with me and JoJo. Like I was very overconfident. I definitely thought, but I was in shape too. I was good. I really trained hard for that. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't kind of BS around and stuff.
No
And
facts.
and so for me, like, and that was my first camp. That was my first full camp I ever did in Vegas. My first time in a real training camp. I never did a training camp before. So now when I go back, it's gonna be even better. I'm gonna tweak a little things and figure some things out. So I know, like, bro, it's gonna be the next fight could be just it's gonna be way better. I'm learning things. I'm learning more things about my body. Yeah, I'm older now, so and some people told me I probably overtrained for that fight. It's like, bro, like, cause I got hurt in the first round. It was like you might have overtrained and all that type of stuff. So it's like now I go back and I'm gonna tweak some stuff, and I feel like, bro, I'll be better. And I definitely feel like, bro, the 3-time champion, that's definitely gonna happen.
Hell yeah, dog. And just going back to what you said that you still learning. I remember I don't know if you watched the broadcast with JoJo, but Sergio Mora kept saying later in the fight that you don't know how to fight tired yet because you still don't have that experience. Well, you
Right.
learned in that fight. I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen it. You stood there, you got through them last rounds where it seemed like things were going. Is that something that you took from the JoJo Diaz fight? Like how to
Yeah.
close out when you're exhausted?
Oh yeah, for sure. The thing is, everybody said I was tired, but I wasn't. I
Mm,
promise, bro, I did not feel tired, bro, in that fight. Everybody, I mean, don't get me wrong, you gonna be tired. It's a fight,
sure,
you gonna
yeah.
be tired, but I wasn't like exhausted. Maybe it looked different on TV, but I wasn't just exhausted, bro. Like, I mean, I don't. It was just like a fight. It was just like a good fight. I felt good that I really did feel good that night. Maybe I did look tired because maybe I did overtrain, bro. I know like I said, for that fight, I trained my ass off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I trained hard, and I probably trained not just hard, but I think I trained hard too long too. Like even like fight week, bro. Like I was doing so much stuff on fight week, I'm talking about doing a bunch of stuff. So I think going into the next camp, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, bro, like I feel like it was a great fight for that type of experience to where like I still can do it. Most people at my age, they can't do that. They can't have a fight like that. Like really just go at it like that, throw all them punches. Most people not doing it. But for me, I am glad that I'm glad I got that experience and I can do that. If I need to bring it out, I can do it.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Well, dog, look, I'm gonna hit you with two fight, just see what your thoughts are on the fight. I'll read through
Mm.
some comments real quick, and then we'll get you on
Gotcha.
about your business, dog. But obviously this weekend we got the big Virgil Ortiz, Erickson Lubin fight. Erickson Lubin been in some wars. Virgil shows he can be in some wars. He's a knockout artist.
Right.
How do you see that fight playing out this weekend? And you're gonna be there, right?
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll
sir.
be at the fight. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that yeah, Virgil he's on fire right now. But Lubin has the Erickson Lubin. He does have experience. I mean, we train together now. Well, not together, but I was out there
Yeah.
training with Cade Karoma trains. He trains Lubin, so I was out there training. I saw him sparring. He did look good. He was looking sharp and stuff. So, I just think it's gonna be a good fight. Obviously, Virgil is supposed to win. He's the favorite. Big puncher. But with somebody like Erickson, it is. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be tougher because he's experienced and he's slick. He's a southpaw. He does have power also. So I mean, I'm not gonna say who gonna win or lose, but I just think it should be like a great fight, bro. I think it should be just a great fight, and I think that both of them have to kind of prove something. Like I think
Hmm.
Erickson is he might be the underdog, and they might be looking for him to like maybe hang it up, not hang it up, but it depends how he looks
Yeah.
in the fight. But Virgil is the young gun coming up, so. It's for me. It's gonna be exciting to kind of see what's gonna happen from the fight.
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna see a damn good fan friendly fight for real,
Right,
for real.
right,
Both those guys know how to leave it all in there, and I'm excited for it. To be honest with you, I do think Virgil comes out victorious after a good back and forth.
right.
But we'll see. We'll see how he handles Southpaw and all that. And then obviously, November 22nd. I'm gonna ask specifically about. I'm not gonna go down the whole card, but somebody you've been in the ring with, Devin Haney, taking on Brian Norman Jr. for Brian Norman's belt. You've been in there in that ring with Devin. How do you see this fight playing out? Devin Haney going challenging for a welterweight title, dog.
I got honestly, bro. I got Devin. I got Devin.
Interesting.
I got Devin win that fight, bro. I mean, it depends if Brian Norman. The thing is, bro, I know like, listen, I think a lot of people just don't like Devin, and so they
Hmm.
take away from his
Facts.
skills. A lot of people just don't like him, bro. But the dude good. I've been in the ring with him, bro. He's way better than what you think he is. I'm telling you, like he's good. He's better, So he does have a lot of skill. He's a slick boxer, and that's kind of what the game is. It's boxing. A lot of people just don't like him because of just I guess and I think people don't know who he is as a person, but people probably do think they know who he is as a person. And then of course you got Bill back there, so it kind of makes you don't like him because of his daddy and stuff like that. But at the same
Facts.
time, he just gonna get him, he gonna get him paid and stuff like that. Because Bill is a street guy. Devin, he didn't grow up like that, and most of us come from a certain type of background. Most of the
Mm,
fighters, we all come from the same type of place, and Devin he wasn't raised like that. But at the same time, bro, you kind of got to give him respect. Like he is. Devin is, I respect him because he works hard. You can tell he works hard, and he is a good boxer. So for
no
me, I got
doubt.
Devin. Yeah, he's a good boxer, bro. He is.
Yeah.
He's a good boxer. He don't get hit, but um. And I think that he got over the thing with the Ryan Garcia thing. I think with Ramirez, he kind of did. He ran around the ring, but hey, shit, he got the job
That
done. He won, and whatever,
that's
right?
why I'm worried, dog. And like all that shit you said about what you see on social, like that will, in case you come back and when we meet this weekend and stuff, like you will never hear me like I make a fight pick based off like feelings and shit like that. I believe like had this been 3 years ago, Devin, the conversation's different. But I believe that fight with Ryan, regardless of PEDs or whatever, I'm just talking about the
Roy,
result. Yeah, I believe that fight took some years off his career, dog.
it
And
probably did. It probably
yeah,
did for sure.
more importantly, I think like he has a subconscious like that Jose Ramirez fight, bro. I don't think he went in there with that game plan, man. But I don't know if you've ever been in a position where you tell your body to do something, but
And
it
he never
don't.
did.
And he never got an opportunity to rebuild that confidence in his chin. So I'm just worried that,
If he get caught, right?
bro, like Brian Norman Jr., people sleeping on that, bro. Like he got a sneaky ass left hook, and that uppercut does some damage. So
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a good fight. I just think that if the thing is, if Brian could get to him, he's gonna beat him. I think if he gets to him, he catch him. I think he will beat Devin. But Devin is a good boxer. He does
no
have
doubt,
fast feet. That's the thing.
yeah.
Devin is a good boxer. He is a real good boxer. He does have fast feet, and he don't care if people boo. He really doesn't. He just want to move around. He just want to win. So, but if Brian could catch him, if Brian could catch up with him, yeah, it might be game over. You know what I'm saying? And I think he might be still shell shocked because, like I said, with Ramirez, Ramirez is Ramirez. It's not Brian Norman. I saw Brian Norman feet. I didn't know, but man, somebody told me that you saw him doing jump rope. Like he really got some, he got some good
Exactly.
feet.
People
You know what I'm
sleeping
saying?
on him,
It's
bro.
not like, yeah, it's not like he that shitty. So it'll be for me. I pick Devin, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell you to be honest. I always pick wrong. Always.
Oh
Every time I pick a fight.
shit.
So if I pick something, go bet against it. For sure, I
You
always pick wrong, bro.
you heard
Always.
it here first. Go
I,
bet. Go bet on
Go bet.
Norman.
If I say something, pick the opposite. I say Devin, so that means Brian might win every time I pick. The thing is that my old lady, she bet on for the fight. She bet for Ryan. She won some money on. I was like, bro, I know Devin gonna beat Ryan. I
Bro,
thought
that one
Ryan was
caught me
three.
off guard.
I was like, damn. Same thing
Yeah.
with the with Bud and Canelo. I thought Canelo. I didn't think Bud was gonna win. I was like, damn. But I always, bro, I'm not gonna I always pick wrong. Usyk and Fury. No, I did put Usyk for that. I'm not gonna lie, I picked Usyk for that one. But man, I'm telling you, bro, like I always be picking wrong. So if I say something, probably go against it. I say Devin.
Almost
So that
turn
means
them
if I say Devin, that means Brian might win.
turn them notifications on for your betting from Regis. All right, bro. I'm gonna get through a couple of these comments and then we'll let you go on about your business. Shout out to Red Corner Boxing from across the pond with the super sticker, man. Ramirez Boxing. This dude here, dog. You're gonna meet him this weekend. He goes to all the fight events.
Bet, bet.
1999 super chat. He said, "I'll be looking for the book this weekend. Is there anything that you felt was left out of the book, Regis?"
Um, honestly, bro, the book was. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The book was because the thing is, Ross actually know me. He
Yeah.
knows me, and we did a bunch of, and we did it for years. So we did a bunch of, it wasn't rushed. We did a bunch of interviews. We did. I mean, obviously they can have some stuff left out. You know, what I mean, it's my life. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
for the most part, bro, it's like nah, bro. It was in a lot. Most of it, like not most, everything was like almost super accurate because we did. Like I said, I know him for a long time. He's from my city and we had to do so many like interviews and so many voice notes and we met so many times to get everything like right. So nah, bro, I think that it's pretty accurate. Obviously you gonna have some things that's left out because it's still you talk about 20, 30 years of life into 300 some pages. So obviously you have some stuff, but for the most part, bro, everything is accurate.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. We have damn it, where'd it go? Somebody asked if you planning on fighting at home again. It doesn't sound
I,
like you want
I
to,
think I
but
think my retirement, bro. Yeah, my last fight, probably. My last fight would be at home. I would do a big fight, my last fight, but it's like not right now, bro. Like I do want to be my goal is to be a champion again, a world champion again. So after maybe defend the belt at home, like one more time at home, and be like, all right, go into the sunset.
that's what's up. Oh, that was Red Corner said any chance for a JoJo rematch? Is that dead in the water?
For me, I think it's dead in the water. I never heard of it. You know, JoJo was supposed to fight. JoJo not supposed to. He is fighting on Saturday, so I don't think that's gonna happen. So no, I don't think so. I think he went back down to 35 too.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, listen, my final question, just pulling something out of the book. You know, it's about lessons. If
Hmm.
you're talking to a young fighter right now, if you're talking to a young fighter, and this has nothing to do with jabs and hooks and defending the hook and distance, if you're talking to a young fighter who's got aspirations of being a world champ one day, dog,
Wait, she coming. Wait, she come. Go ahead. Wait. Um,
what's
Listen,
that one lesson? Most
No, I
important
tell
lesson.
everybody this, bro. You gotta be obsessed with it. I got obsessed tattooed on my arm, bro. You gotta be obsessed with the sport, bro. No matter what, like you gotta be obsessed. No matter what you do in life, you gotta be obsessed with it. If you want to be the best, like you gotta think, bro. Like I always thought about this, like man, I'm in a spot, but I'm doing the same, not in the spot, but I'm doing the same thing. They got millions of people all around the world. I'm not fighting nobody just in Houston, not just in Texas, not in the United States, not even in North America, not South America. I'm fighting people all over the world, bro. So you
Yeah.
gotta know what's gonna separate you from everybody all over the world. And the main thing, bro, is like you gotta be upset. You really gotta be obsessed with it. Now you can't just love it. You can't definitely can't just like it. You gotta really be obsessed with the sport, bro. Like and so for me, when I was coming up, because I started late, so I always felt like I had to play catch up. So what I did, bro, like I was a personal trainer at LA Fitness for like 6 years, and I would be first I'd be in the gym all the time, of course, training people. Then I would work out. When I had breaks, I would work out. Then I had breaks, I would read. I would be reading all, you know what I'm saying? Read every break I get, I'm reading. Then after shift, I'm working out, hitting the weights, doing something to, improve me in boxing. Then at that, I would go home, eat or whatever, and I would watch boxing. That's all I did, bro. I would watch sometimes, bro, I would read or watch boxing like 5 or 6 hours a day. Just literally watching fights
Damn.
after fights after fight. Just watching. Didn't watch no TV, nothing. I had a TV with a DVD player. All I watched is boxing DVDs. That's all I did. Wake up the next day, train. That's it. That's all I did. Eat, train,
Damn.
run, whatever I had to do, then go to the gym or whatever. And then same thing. I would sometimes I would take my nap and then go back to the gym, go train people and go work and stuff. And then while I'm training people, I'm doing the same thing. So it was literally like training all day, bro. That's the main thing. Like you gotta be obsessed with this. You gotta want it more than anybody else. If you want it, really, really want it, like a lot of people can say they want something, but when you really, really want something, it's just different. Like when you really think about all day. So my mindset was like, I thought about it when I woke up. I thought about it before I went to sleep. I was just always, for me, just always doing something about it. Like, if you're thinking about it, all right, I'm watching, I'm reading, I'm doing something, I'm in the gym. And if you're doing it all day long, bro, I guarantee you'll be successful. Because guess what? Everybody not doing it all day.
Mm-hmm.
Most people just not. Most people go train. And I feel like the thing that separate the goods from the greats or the average is the outside of training camp lifestyle. Like what you doing outside. Like me,
Right.
bro. You see, I'm sparring. I try to train every day, bro. I don't got no camp. I'm not in camp at all right now. I don't know when I'm gonna fight, but I want to keep making myself sharp, continue to get better. Tomorrow I got footwork drills. So I just want to, like I said, just continue to get better and just be obsessed with it. Because if you're obsessed with something, bro, I feel like you will make it. But you gotta be
Yeah.
obsessed with it.
Dog, that's what's up. Everybody could look themselves in the mirror and say, "Damn, I spend 2 3 hours a day doing something," but it's probably not chasing your dreams. You
Probably
know what I
not.
mean? It's
Right,
on
right.
TikTok. It's on Twitter.
Exactly. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I
So
mean?
So what I did, I replaced TV with reading a long time ago. I started.
Mm,
I mean, I'm
mm.
I'm at a different stage in my life right now. I got my kids. I got to watch TV with them and all that stuff. But at that time, bro, like it wasn't really social media. You know what I'm saying? Talking about 10, 12, 15 years ago, it wasn't social media like that. It was TV. So I just replace. I would watch. I remember I recorded like not recorded, but I still remember like how much TV I watched. I might watch like 4 or 5 hours of TV. I was like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
if I replace that with reading or making like doing something towards my craft, imagine how good I'm gonna get. And that's exactly what I did, bro. Like if I wasn't reading, I was watching boxing. So like I said, sometimes I'd be watching boxing for like 5, 6 hours a day, just studying, just watching. Just I mean, I watched so many fights over the years. The thing is, like now, boxing got kind of boring to me. Like when I watched, I saw so many of them before. So like, I started watching boxing. It's like kind of started getting bored because I watched so many, bro. Like over the years, I studied so many fighters and watched just study, and then I will go read about them. You know, I got my library back here, and like, bro, I got so many different books on every like so many different fighters, all the way from like the 1900s, Joe Gans and
Hell
Kevin
yeah.
Armstrong and Joe Lewis and Jack Johnson, Ali, and like everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I just like I was just for me, I was just obsessed, bro. And it's still I'm not as obsessed as I used to be. Obviously, like I got kids, and I got to deal with that stuff. But I still do something every day towards my craft. Like, and you gotta do something every day towards it. In camp, no camp, whatever. Gotta do something.
Dog, that's that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, bro. I really, really appreciate you, Regis. Look, man, I that was a good that's what I like. That's what I appreciate you peeling the curtains back, is basically what I'm saying. Giving us a look at what it takes, not just jumping jacks, not just running sprints,
Nah, nah,
but
for sure.
but the real stuff, man. And that's just what this new chapter of Spit Buck is gonna be, dog. So I appreciate you opening up. Regis, any closing thoughts? Let these folks know where we can buy the book. We're gonna see you on Saturday, but yeah, just close out with that.
Yeah, I see y'all Saturday, man. Dallas, Texas. We out there. Book time. You get the book on Amazon right now. Is good to get everything on Amazon right now, so I can y'all can have it and I can sign it for y'all. But yeah, the books, the hats, the merch, all that stuff will be all that stuff is on Amazon right now, and of course we're gonna have it there in Dallas. So yeah, right now, just I thank everybody, man, for supporting the whole time. And yeah, just go, right now, go cop the book, and for me, just keep your ears open for fight news.
Bro, I can't wait to hear, man. Well, I appreciate you, Regis. Safe travels this week, dog, and I'll see you Saturday morning
Yes,
for the
sir.
book signing, brother.
Sir,
Thank you
thank you, bro.
very
Have a good
much,
one.
Regis.
Always,
Appreciate you,
thank you,
brother.
bro. Yep,
Later,
yep.
Ruru. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's get this finished up. Let's get this finished up. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hold on. Let's just finish. Let's just close this out. Let's close this out the right way. First off, if tonight hit home for anybody, do me a favor. Please hit the subscribe button, leave comment, anything. If anything hit home, if you kind of were able to sense the direction this show's going. But let's talk about that, man. Regis Prograis, Hurricane Katrina survivor. Look, I had about 10 Katrina questions come up or that I was going to ask. And I realized real quick, this dude doesn't even dwell on Katrina. Katrina. Like, remember 20 years ago? That's all anybody would talk about. Like, Katrina. It was devastating. It was life changing. I asked Regis Prograis, how often do you think about it? He's like, no, not really. It's 20 years ago. Think about that. How much stuff from 10, 15, 20 years ago are you holding on to? Are you using that as an excuse not to get off your ass? I know when he said that, because I had this typed up. I had some little notes. I was gonna say, well, I still think about my problems all the time, and they get me through my current problems. That's what I was gonna say. But when he said, "No, I don't even think about it," it made me feel stupid. Why are we still thinking about this? Yeah, it's cool to get reminded about, but keep going forward. Salute to Regis Prograis, man. Dude's been through it all. Y'all go give him a follow, read the book. I've seen excerpts just because this happened kind of fast. So I've read excerpts of the book, but I haven't got the whole thing. I'm picking it up Saturday for a signed copy. But go check out the book. If you're in Dallas, we have a busy fight weekend. Busy fight weekend in DFW. We got Virgil Ortiz weigh in on Friday, open to the public in Sundance Square, Fort Worth, followed by a Frankie J concert. So y'all go check it out. Take the wivies out, take the family. The weather's gonna be nice. And then Saturday morning in Dallas at Maple Avenue Boxing Gym, you can go out there, meet the champ, meet Regis Prograis, pick up a book, and get some life fuel, get some life training. Like, that book is going to have a nugget in there that could change your life. I promise you. The man's been through so much. So big shout out to Regis Rougarou Prograis for joining us on Spit Bucket. big shout out to Ross for setting it up, dog. I appreciate you, man. And I know we have a cool partnership working, and we taking this thing to the moon. And big thanks to you guys for tuning in. Y'all be patient with me. Let's see. Let's hit a couple of more of these comments. Man, I appreciate you guys at Red Corner, Mr. Neutral and Jam. You guys are the truth, dude. I appreciate y'all. Great first show. What's your favorite book? Yeah, sorry, man. He's gone. I should have got him out of here. Oh yeah, it's late out there, man. I appreciate you staying up. It's like 3 in the morning now out there, isn't it, man? I appreciate you guys. So, anyways, guys, like I said, if tonight hit home for y'all, please hit that follow. We got so much more going, so much more real discussions we're gonna have here. And the goal here, man, is just to grow together, maybe to heal together, maybe to understand something in yourself that you didn't realize was there. This ain't gonna be no therapy session. This is just gonna be talking. And again, we're gonna talk about boxing. We are. The beautiful thing about the sweet science, though, is you're doing it on your own. It's you versus your opponent. That's a real life situation. You can't call mommy and daddy when you're in the ring. Like, we're going to be able to blend all of this together and grow together, guys. And I'm just excited. I'm so excited for the opportunity. So thanks again. I appreciate you guys. Y'all come check out the weigh-in on Friday. I'll be out there. Saturday, I'll be at the book signing, and we will talk soon. This life is a fight. What are you focused on? There will be doubt. Pain, it's inevitable. But when that bell rings, will you be ready?